Hello friends, Lacey here to your mixing adventures. So some of you want a detailed breakdown of how I'm making the frugal fake cream cheese. I say fake, but I say it in like it's a better than cream cheese way. So let me show you what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and I guess how I'm doing it on a rotation. So here I've got the various stages of my yogurt making process and then how I turn it into the beautiful cream cheese. So let's start at the very beginning. Actually, we're going to go slightly backwards because I need to clear some stuff out here. So what I've got here is just a container that I'm taking my cream cheese out of and putting it in here. Now, technically, this is called labna. When you strain yogurt, it's called labna. Okay, you can make little cheese balls out of it. You can use it in replacement of cream cheese, those sorts of things. Okay, but I think it's better than cream cheese because it's cultured, right? It's got all that good bacteria in it. So I need to clear this out so I've got space to do the process. So the end result though, beautiful labna that is strained. So this is just actually years ago bought a ricotta that was very heavily discounted, a wheel of ricotta, is that what they call it? And that's that. You could use your simmering basket though. Now you can look at how thick that is. Okay, I'm just putting it in another container. Now that was from yesterday, that going into that and straining overnight. So let's get this out and I'll show you this process. So I'm clearing out. I am going to wash my nut milk bag probably every couple of days. Seems to be the trend. It's okay to just keep it, as long as it stays damp. It's okay, like it's yogurt, right? So it just continues to ferment. But I'm not going to leave it for eternity. Okay. So this is out. Yum. And by the way, I just wash my nut milk bag in the wash with the washing. Some people have asked me that. And then after that stage, I then give it a boiling water wash as well. Okay. So I now have a relatively clean, it's not completely clean, nut milk bag over a basket and into something that can hold that whey. So now I'm just going to empty out the yogurt. Now you can see the kids have been digging in it already. It's got a whey spot in it. That's okay. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to tip this in and I'm going to leave some behind. Okay, so I'm actually going to intentionally leave a couple of scoops behind to make my starter for my next batch. Okay, so about that much will do. So these are in the mix shop. If you want the link, let me know. I do appreciate those of you putting my name down at the discount, at the checkout. Yum. Okay, so I'm just cleaning that off. The reason I'm doing that actually is so when the lid goes on, it's not there. I've probably been a little generous. Take a little more out with that. There we go. All right, now that literally goes in the fridge and sits until tomorrow when about the same time I'll get it out. This will be full of liquid. You can already see that that's filling up. Now you can keep that and use it for baking and put it in the place of milk and things like that, scones, doughs, all those sorts of things. So anything that calls for milk or buttermilk, you can use that or throw it out, whatever you want to do. Or put it on your plants, feed it to your animals, those sorts of things, okay? It's up to you. So that's that there. This here, right? Love this. I'm using long life milk, so I'm shortcutting the heat process. If you use fresh milk, you must heat treat it. You must bring it to 90 degrees and then drop that temperature back down to 40 before you put it with your yogurt. If you do it above 40, it kills the yogurt cultures and you won't get yogurt, okay? So you could put this in, if you have a TM6 or a TM7, in the Vorwerk and incubate it overnight in the Vorwerk over some water. There's heaps of recipes on Cookidoo that do that. I have found though, with our climate here in Queensland, I can put this in a warm spot, which in my house is on my battery system in my room over there, and let it sit. And just that residue heat is enough to incubate it overnight. In the morning, I put it in the fridge, let it firm up like you saw today, and then I do this process all again. I decant this into this container, I put this into there, and I keep on going. I keep on rotating through. I actually have a second one of these in the fridge. So that if the kids, like at this point in time of the day, I don't have yogurt. If they say I want yogurt and I say, hey, make some cater to go on it, I don't have any. So that's why I actually have a bonus one. So these are the 1.3 litre vacuum seals. Obviously, I'm not vacuum sealing them. And yeah, they just seem the perfect size to do this and just keep this process through. And you can see how much I got. Like, that's a decent amount. That's more than one of those cream cheese blocks. And it's for the price of this, which I think is $1.60. So $1.60 to make the litre of yogurt, which I'm turning into these various things. Now, what I did make mention of in the original video about this is the fact that you could be doing this smaller. Like, I'm doing it big on large scale because we use a fair bit of cream cheese. Hubby loves nothing more than making a cream cheese dessert at nighttime. So I am stoked that I'm not buying 2 for $10 or 1 for $5.60. Is that how much they are? The Philly cheese, the 250 gram block. I can make it. And that's $1.60, the cost of my long life milk. Oh, what I haven't added, I forgot. Oh, and I dropped my spoon in. Some sugar, okay, just a little bit. It's just enough to feed the culture. It's not really, it doesn't give it a sweetness, really. Just check that's clean. Obviously, making sure with yogurt, everything's clean. But yeah, it's just enough to give it a nice feed. It keeps the culture happy, okay? Now, I've had questions about using alternative like lactose-free milks and stuff. Haven't tried it, so I can't speak on that behalf. However, I can tell you, full cream long life, $1.60 a carton is working beautifully, and I am stoked at this. Because where I can save money feeding a family of 6, game on, okay? And when it's got the added nutritional value, that ticks the box for me as well. So there you go. So this now will get lid on. It'll go sit in a warm spot. Now at your house, a warm spot might be on top of your hot water system. It might be on top of, now it doesn't have to be hot, okay? A fireplace would be too hot. Sitting on front of a fireplace on the floor, probably okay. You're looking at 40 degrees. But in saying that, I don't think my battery system's 40. It's probably sitting about 30. So somewhere in that range is good for incubating yogurt, okay? 12 hours, 18 hours. If you get forgotten and it's 24, you'll find a bit of waste come out of it. But if you're turning it like we are into something else, it won't matter. So I hope this has helped clear up how I'm doing it and how you can make amazing food from scratch with your Thermomix easily. And I didn't even really use the Thermomix for this process. But it's one of those things that once you understand the fundamentals, which is what the Thermomix has empowered me to understand, game on. Let's do it. So I hope this helps. Otherwise, if you've got questions, reach out. If you need clarification because I've not been, succinct on something, don't hesitate. Don't ask questions. Don't hesitate to ask questions is what I meant to say. But otherwise, take care, friends, and I will see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.